Hello everyone, this is Swarup, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department. So today we shall study about subject heat transfer. So under heat transfer we shall study module 5, that is heat exchanger. This is lecture 3. So today we will be studying about the concept under heat exchangers, that is correction factor problems using charts. So let us understand what is the basic meaning about the correction factors. Okay, so we know previously we have dealt about regarding single pass arrangements. Okay, so where we use different methods like LMTT and NTU methods to solve single pass arrangements. Okay, so now we shall study about the what about if it is given the heat exchanger in terms of multi pass arrangements. Okay, so we use certain correction factors for multi pass arrangements to solve the problems. Okay, so let us assume, okay, think that so a heat exchanger is made up of different types of passes with respect to shell and tube. Okay, so now what happens, so this is a formula which is related to heat transfer, that is u a theta m, which you will be used for the previous problems that you have to solve. Okay, so now you have to multiply with respect to f. Okay, so f is nothing but a correction factor here. So correction factors for several common arrangements have to be given in the figure. So they are represented as a function of two non-dimensional variables. Okay, so these two non-dimensional variables, that is temperature ratio and capacity ratio. So P is the temperature ratio and R is the capacity ratio. So how do you define this temperature ratio basically? Okay, it is a ratio of rising temperature of the cold fluid. Okay, so what is the rise in temperature of the cold fluid? It is nothing but the temperature difference of the outlet and inlet of the cold fluid divided by difference of its inlet temperature. Okay, inlet temperature means 1. Okay, 1 represents the inlet temperature difference means hot fluid minus cold fluid. Okay, so this parameter is a non-dimensional number. Okay, so this is used. Okay, next is capacity ratio. The capacity ratio means what? It is a ratio of the mass flow rates, okay, times the heat capacity of the fluids. It means you are just multiplying the mass flow rate into heat capacity. If you convert into temperature format, okay, you know MCP delta T. Yes, the same format. If you multiply, if you cross check here, you will be getting in terms of temperatures. Okay, so if you define it like what happens, temperature drop of the hot fluid to the temperature rise in the cold fluid. So this is the total capacity of your heat exchanger that you can define. Okay, so like that, these are the two unknown parameters which are non-dimensional in factors. Okay, so these two are will be using for the solving problems for multi-pass arrangements. Okay, so we are using charts like Bowman, Muller and Naglian Tina charts for solving correction factors for multi-pass arrangements. Okay, so this is the first problem. So let's see how to solve this problem. Calculate for the following cases the surface area required for a heat exchanger which is required to cool 2000 2200 kg per hour of benzene. Okay, so he has given the specific heat of the benzene from 72 to 42 degrees Celsius. So he has given the temperature drop of the hot fluid. Okay, now the cooling water which is having a specific heat capacity at 4.18 kilojoules per kg degree Kelvin. Suppose he has not mentioned any specific heat of water, but he has mentioned the type of a fluid is water, then you can directly assume specific heat of water as 4.18. Okay, now at 15 degrees Celsius has a flow rate of, he has given the flow rate. Okay, at inlet he has given 15 degrees Celsius. Now what he is asking to calculate the surface area with respect to single pass counterflow. Okay, 1 to 4 exchanger, cross flow, single pass with water mixed and benzene unmixed. Okay, so these are the different types of heat exchangers which are uh, given. Okay, so these three different types of arrangements of flow, we need to calculate the surface area. Okay, so let's see how to calculate. So initially you can take the given data from the table. Okay, so the initial data has been unknown. Okay, now the first step is to calculate the unknown temperatures. Okay, the only unknown temperature here is outlet temperature of the cold fluid. Okay, so how to calculate the outlet temperature of the cold fluid? So now we can use the energy balance equation, that is heat lost by the hot fluid will be equals to the heat gained by the cold fluid. Okay, so if you equate that, the unknown temperature Tc2 can be found out. Okay, once we get the all the unknown temperatures, now you can directly get the value of Q. Okay, that is mCp delta T. Now, so what is the first one? Single pass counter flow. It means what? The type of flow is counter flow. Okay, you just draw here. Okay, a counter flow temperature distribution diagram. Next thing is you need to understand about single pass. What do you mean by single pass? Okay, so for example, if you see the data handbook, okay, you will understand. In the next page I will be explaining about the single pass. Okay, so once you get the value of theta m, you can directly substitute in the universal formula for a heat transfer is equals to UA delta T. Okay, so theta m is in the format logarithmic mean temperature difference. Okay, U he has given, Q you found out, here you can find it out. Now area for single pass counter flow will be getting is 5.1 meter square. Okay, now next, so you can see here single pass counter flow means what? Okay, so this is very much important, guys. So how do you understand these things? For example, if a single tube is being fixed in a heat exchanger, okay, the contact between the cold fluid and the hot fluid exchanges takes place between only one type of straight line part of pipe defines your single pass. Okay, just one time. The same fluid will not be again losing heat. Okay, I repeat, the same fluid will not be losing heat again in the reverse flow. Okay, once it passes through the tube, okay, it directly comes out. Okay, it will not again come back. So if it comes back in the same pipe, okay, so such a pass can be called as multi-pass. Okay, so for example, now if you can see in the data handbook, okay, so this data handbook is related to 6th edition. Okay, so you can go for any editions where the page numbers will be different. Okay, you can directly go to the heat exchanger topic. Okay, there you can find these graphs. Okay, the graphs are common. Okay, these are just write up which I have done for marking. Okay, now, so what he has given 1-4 exchanger, it means what? Single pass. Okay, single shell. Okay, 4 tube pass, it means. Okay, so now since the number of passes is more than one, hence T needs a correction factor. Okay, this is very much important. If it is more than one pass, we need theta m to be needs a correction factor. Okay, to know the correction factor, we have two unknown parameters, that is non-dimensional numbers. As I told you, temperature ratio and capacity ratio. Okay, so those two formulas you need to remember and write it down here. Then substitute the values of temperatures, you will be getting P and R. Okay, once you get the value of P and R, now you need to get the value of F. To get the value of F, we need to choose the graph. So there are different types of graphs with respect to the different flows. Okay, so now you have to clearly see here at the top, correction factor plot for exchanger with one shell pass and 2 or 4 or multi-tube pass. Okay, one is shell and one is tube. Okay, one represents here in the question as shell, 4 represents here in this question as tube. Okay, one shell, 4 tube. So this is the graph which is related to this problem. Okay, so now you need to check here. So what is P here? This is very much important. P. So temperature ratio. So P is in the x-axis. Okay, P is in the x-axis, that is 0.32, somewhere around here. Okay, so now you need to check back the R. R is in the form of a curves here. You can see here 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. So these are the capacitor ratios R. Now what is the value of R here? 1.65. So what is here R? It is here 1.5. If you go check here, somewhere around at the between. Okay, so at this point you will be getting the 1.6. Okay, so now what happens? So if you cross check simultaneously towards y-axis, you will be getting the correction factor. Okay, that is 0.9. Okay, F is approximately equals to 0.9. Now we got the correction factor. Now we need to find the value of area of the heat exchanger. Now area is equals to Q divided by U. Theta m is a common formula, but you have to multiply here F. What is the value of F? We just found it from the graph. It is 0.9. Okay, simple. You will be getting the area of a heat exchanger, that is 5.66 meters square. So next one is, third one is asking as cross flow single pass water mixed and benzene unmixed. Okay, here given the two fluids. So type of flow is cross. Okay, if you check the data handbook in the next 2 pages, we will be getting the correction factor plot for single pass cross flow heat exchanger. This is very much important. Cross flow exchanger, one fluid is mixed, another unmixed. See here, one fluid is water which is mixed and another fluid benzene which is unmixed. So this matches to this graph, so hence you have to take this graph. Okay, now same procedure, x-axis remains for a temperature ratio, okay, and the curve represents the capacity ratio. If you cross check for the both 0.3 to somewhere around 1.6 here, we will be getting the 9, okay, 0.9 to somewhere around near to that value. Okay, you got the F. So similarly, just multiply the value of F here, you will be getting the value of area. That's all. Okay, so the very important concept you have to remember in this type of problems are, he will be mentioning the type of flow, that is passes. Okay, one single cell pass or multi-tube passes. So according to that you have to select the graph. From the graph you have to select the correction factor. So rest all remains, the procedure remains the same thing. Okay, so this different type of problem which is related to correction factors. Okay, thank you guys.